So we start this round of 16 with 6 English sides, and tonight we've lost 2 of 3 competing tonight. Manchester City just didn't get going in the right way, did they, with that red card after 20 minutes and conceding that penalty. It really was a mountain to climb then.
Yeah, well, it was a huge task anyway, to overturn the first leg, and I think they actually started well from an attacking point of view. They created chances, but then obviously defensively they weren't solid enough. They were letting Real Madrid get in behind them, get chances, and obviously the penalty, the red card, makes it almost impossible for them to get through.
What did you make of the way that City set out tonight and attacked this one?
Well, they had a plan, and obviously they didn't plan to have 10 men, and unfortunately that just changed everything. They worked tirelessly though, and they gave it everything. They created chances, which probably wasn't the expectation given they had 10 men. They fought hard. They just faced a team who I would say had more answers to the questions. Valverde's first tie, Vinicius tonight was brilliant, and those 2 players decided the game at the end of the day.
And we say it time and time again, don't we? And John said it in his closing remarks there. Come the spring, Real Madrid step up. This is their competition. They know how to flourish.
Yeah, we say it so many times, and there are more teams that have this kind of experience and history as well, which counts in these type of matches. But I think there were some. If you look at both matches, City has created so many chances. If you look at chances by itself, but gave away too many, and you cannot at this stage against players like this, allow yourself to give these chances away, because you will pay the price, and that's happened.
Let's have a look at what turned out to be a pivotal, seminal moment, really, that red card, and there was no doubt it was the right decision.
Yeah, 100%. It was a great piece of play to start it all off, and you're thinking, keeping one side, he cuts inside in the shots, magnificent, but even the positioning to keep the play going. First touch and bang, you think it's entering the back of the net, and you see Bernardo edge his arm out. He's got his hands behind his back, but instinctively he's gone for the ball. Unfortunately,
but even asking for the offside, that tells about the spirit. Instead of making the run back, right?
Yeah.
There's about 10 seconds here from when Vinicius Junior hits the post to he gets the ball a second time, and the Man City midfield players are still not back in the penalty box. They maybe can affect him getting that ball and getting the shot off. So I think it looks like they put a lot of focus on attacking Real Madrid and not so much on how they work defensively.
Bernardo Silva's never had a red card in his career before tonight, Daniel. Was there anything else he could have done there?
Yeah, we know he could have not had his arm there, but you know what I mean? But I think at the end of the day, right?
Do you dive and head it out the way?
Well, if his arms weren't behind his back, maybe would have been a bit more of anticipation there, but that's the tendency, is to put your arms behind your back.
There's no time. There's no time. This is just an instinctive gesture, and it is what it is. Wrong place at the wrong time.
And Donnarumma, of course, couldn't save it tonight. He did last week. He was a hero in coming up against that Vinicius penalty, wasn't he? But not tonight.
Yeah, no, and I think Vinicius was outstanding tonight, and he was at the heart of everything. Obviously, he gets his 2 goals, but he was causing Man City problems all evening. So to step up again against Donnarumma, was a big lad in goal, and go the same way. And that's mind games, and he's kept his composure, kept his calmness, and almost killed the Tigers.
Yeah, he's got an excellent record, hasn't he, Donnarumma, with penalties?
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. Not enough though.
And then
unfortunately,
Vinny got his second eventually, Daniel.
Yes, eventually, as we know, we saw him wheel off in jubilation, and unfortunately for him, it was disallowed. But this one, great timing of the cross. This is what we're used to seeing from Manchester City and Kevin De Bruyne and Haaland over the years. Great cross from Tchouaméni on the first time, and the anticipation, you see the chemistry there. There's a beautiful finish, opening his left foot out, guiding it into the far corner.
That's undefendable. You can't defend that. When the ball gets laid back, it's the right pace on the ball.
First touch.
Laid back. He knows he can cross it first time, and then Vinny Junior just gets his timing right. You cannot defend that. No defender in world football can defend that when it's done like that.
Okay, let's hear from him now. He is with Alex Aljo.
Vini, parabéns ao Real Madrid. Está nos quartos de final da Liga de Campeões. Real Madrid through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Como você avaliaria o jogo de hoje? How do you sum up tonight's game?
Hoje foi grande jogo onde a gente sabia o que a gente tinha que fazer. Viemos aqui para ganhar o jogo e isso era importante para tirar um pouco da pressão dos 3 gols em casa. Claro que era importante, a gente veio mais tranquilo, mais confiante e podemos fazer uma excelente partida e ganhar e sair ganhando confiança para as quartas de finais.
Well, we weren't under pressure because we scored 3 goals at home. We knew what we needed to do. We knew we still had work to do, and now we've got to just keep going, keep working hard because we're through to the quarterfinals. E depois de perder o penalti da semana passada, after missing last week's penalty, qual feliz de poder marcar hoje? Just how happy you were to score one today?
Muito feliz, porque no Bernabéu o Fred tinha feito 3 gols e eu pedi para ele chutar. E ele não quis tirar, me deu a confiança, eu fui lá e errei. E hoje, mais uma vez, eu pedi para ele chutar o pênalti, e ele não quis, falou que eu que tinha que tirar porque eu tinha confiança, eu tinha que fazer o gol. E isso é um capitão, é um irmão para mim que sempre me dá a confiança que eu preciso. Fui lá, fiz o gol e saímos daqui com a classificação.
I was really disappointed not to score last week. Well, Fede scored the 3 goals and then I really, really wanted to score that penalty, but it wasn't to be. But he gave me confidence. He told me that today would be the day and well, I was able to score the penalty and I'm really happy about that. Pode explicar a comemoração como se fora chorando? Can you explain your celebration like you were crying?
O futebol é bom que sempre tem uma próxima oportunidade. Na última vez que eu vim aqui, eles falaram sobre mim e hoje eu pude responder fazendo gol, fazendo a comemoração que deve se fazer e que cada um tem a sua vontade. Hoje eu comemorei dessa forma, claro que é nunca desrespeitando a torcida do City, que eu sempre respeito muito, mas sim uma comemoração maneira que eu achei que eu tinha que fazer.
He said, well, the last time I came to Manchester City, they were sort of making fun of me and saying maybe I was crying, that it was about the Ballon d'Or, wasn't it? Well, he said, I wasn't disrespecting the City fans, but it was just a way for me to sort of prove myself to the Manchester City fan base today. Una derrota como Xabi Alonso contra o City esta temporada. You lost to Manchester City this season with Xabi Alonso. 2 vitórias como Álvaro, 2 victories with Álvaro. O time está muito melhor agora? Would you say the team has improved a lot?
Chega nesse momento da temporada onde começa o mata-mata, onde os jogadores do Real Madrid crescem, a torcida cresce junto com a gente, a camisa pesa e isso faz muito importante a gente seguir ganhando confiança. O Mister nos dá toda a liberdade para a gente fazer o que a gente acha. Ele nos dá o caminho correto para fazer um grande jogo. Fizemos 2 grandes jogos, temos que seguir nesse ritmo porque vem o próximo adversário pela frente que vai ser duro de novo.
Yeah, against Bayern Munich, contra Bayern Munich. You were just saying that, yes, we've been growing as a team, getting better and better. It was 2 superb performances against Manchester City under Álvaro Arbeloa, but we are just getting to know each other and playing a lot better than before. Vai ganhar o Real Madrid a Champions este año? Are you going to win this year, the Champions League?
A gente joga para isso.
This is why we play, Vinny. Says, parabéns.
Obrigado.
Boa sorte. Good luck. See you soon.
Obrigado.
Perfeito.
Well, he has hit his richest vein of form in terms of scoring at any other point in the season. 8 in the last 10 for him. Players just seem to step up at the right time, don't they, for this club? You know, when you've got Mbappe out, then Vinny will step in.
They do, and that's why the best players in the world, because Jordan, important moments in the season, that's when they step up. That's when the team needs them. That's when the club, the fans, they all need them, and that's when we see the best moments. They're cool under pressure. They know how to deliver in big moments, and Vinny's done it again tonight.
And he believes they can go all the way, Clarence, and you're smiling, maybe agreeing with him.
Well, it's in the DNA of the club. I mean, believing is the difference. Makes really a big difference. Many people don't really get when we say it. You need to believe, but when you really believe more than the opponent, you will see it in a match. You will see it in having that luck a little bit more than the opponent. And as we said, in this phase of the season in Madrid, this is like home.
3 of the last 4 seasons, the team that has won this tie, as we know, they play each other pretty much every season at the moment.